back to my channel, Grammar Gurus. As you know, the channel aims to strengthen your grammar concepts, enhance your vocabulary, and elevate your communication. In my earlier videos, I have already discussed the concepts of nouns. Today, I shall be taking up mixed practice of identification of nouns in order to check your understanding. Just a quick recap on what I have taught in nouns so far. Nouns are the names of person, place, animals, or things. There are primarily four types of nouns: common, proper, collective, and abstract. Common nouns. Common nouns are the general names of person, place, animals, or things. For example, boy, chair, temple. Proper nouns. Proper nouns are the special names of person, place, animals, or things. Rohan, Mumbai. Rohan is a special name of a boy. Mumbai is the special name of a place. Collective nouns. Collective nouns are the names of a group of person, place, or things. For example, a group of ants is called a colony of ants. A group of lions is called a pride of lions. A group of rhinos is called a crash of rhinos. A group of fish is called a school of fish. And lastly, abstract nouns. Abstract noun is the name of something that we can only think of but cannot perceive by our five sense organs. That is, we cannot touch them, we cannot see them, we cannot smell them, we cannot taste them, and we cannot hear them. We can only think of them. They are in our mind. For example, strength. We can only think of strength. We cannot perceive it by our five sense organs. Similarly, darkness. It is a state of being dark. Brotherhood. It is the condition or the state of being brothers. We can only think of these in our mind, but we cannot perceive them by our five sense organs. Thus, now let's move on to the practice of all these four types of nouns together so that your understanding on the topic is clear. So guys, moving on to these set of sentences. Although I shall be identifying the nouns with reasons, but for a detailed understanding on each of these nouns, kindly refer to my previous videos. Let's begin. The first sentence, Mary had a little lamb. Now, let's first identify the nouns in this sentence. As I told you, noun is a name. Mary. It is a name of a person. Hence, Mary is a noun. Now, what kind of name is it? General or special? It's a special name. So, because there is only one person in this world with a particular face identity, and her name is Mary. Thus, Mary is a proper noun. PN is for proper. Now, had a little lamb. Again, you see, lamb is the name of an animal, but it is a general name because there are many lambs in the world. Hence, lamb is a common noun, CN. So, PN is for proper, CN is for common. Now, let's move on to the next sentence. My cousin has a dog called Fido. Now you see, start emphasizing on each word and ask yourself, is it a name? Cousin. It is a name of a person. But there are many cousins in the world. Hence, it is a general name. Thus, cousin will be a common noun. Has a dog. Again, dog is a name. There are many dogs in the world. Thus, dog is a common noun. Called Fido. Now you see, Fido is also a name, but Fido is a special name of a dog, of an animal. Thus, Fido is a proper noun. I shall give you a little trick here. You see, in case of animals, only the animals who are your pets or who are tamed by you can be named. Thus, only pets in case of animals will have a special name. And because other animals are obviously unnamed, so this is a small trick to catch in case of animals, which is a proper noun, which is a common noun. Now let's move on to the next sentence. The people. People again is a name. So people will be a common noun. I shall give you another trick here. You see, in case of common nouns, it is only the common nouns which can have a singular and plural and not proper nouns. People is the plural noun of person. Hence, people is a common noun. Who live in Holland? It is the name of a place. Thus, Holland is a proper noun. Are called the Dutch. Again, Dutch is a special name. Thus, Dutch is a proper noun. Let's move on to the next sentence. There was a large crowd in the street. Now you see, crowd. Crowd is a group of people. As I mentioned, any group is called a collective noun. Name of any group is a collective noun. Thus, crowd is a collective noun. CL for collective. So don't get confused. CN is for common, CL is for collective. In the street, again, there are many streets in the world. We are not talking about any particular street. The street is a common noun. Next sentence. The elephant has great strength. Now you see, elephant is an animal. It is a general name. Obviously, this animal is not a pet. This elephant, thus it does not have a special name. So, elephant here is a common noun. Has great strength. Now look at strength. See, strength is something that we can only think of. We cannot touch, we cannot smell, we cannot taste, we cannot hear. Strength. Hence, strength is abstract noun. AN is for abstract. Now you see, are you speaking the truth? Again, first find out the names in this sentence. Truth is again the name of something which we can only think of. We cannot hear. Truth, we cannot see. We cannot smell. We cannot taste. We cannot touch. We can only think of truth. It is the state or the condition of being true. Thus, truth is abstract noun. Another small trick here, remember, abstract nouns we can only think of. Along with that, abstract nouns are the names of a state or a condition. State of being true, state of being poor, for example, is called poverty, जिसे हम हिंदी में कहते हैं कोई अवस्था. Next sentence, Columbus discovered America. This is very easy, guys. Columbus is again a name of a person. It is a special name. Thus, Columbus is a proper noun. America is again a special name of a place. Thus, America is a proper noun again. Mumbai is a big city. Now, Mumbai is the name of a place. It's a special name. Thus, Mumbai is proper noun. Again, city. City is the name of a place. But there are many cities in the world. Thus, city is a general name. So, city is a common noun. Moving on to the next one. Solomon was famous for his wisdom. Solomon is the name of a person. Hence, it is a noun. But which type? It is a special name. Thus, Solomon is a proper noun. Was famous for his wisdom. Once again, guys, what is wisdom? Wisdom is the state or condition of being wise. So we can only think of wisdom. Again, we cannot hear wisdom. We cannot see wisdom. We cannot smell wisdom. We cannot taste wisdom. We cannot touch wisdom. We can only think of it. Thus, wisdom is an abstract noun. So, guys, now moving on to the next sentence. He treats his children with great kindness. Look here, children is a name of person, but it is a general name. There are many children. We are not talking about any special child here. Thus, children is a common noun with great kindness. Once again, kindness we can only think of. It is the state of being kind. We cannot hear kindness. We cannot see kindness. We cannot smell kindness. We cannot taste kindness. We cannot touch kindness. We can only think of kindness. Thus, kindness is an abstract noun. Agra has many fine buildings. Again, Agra is a name of a place, but it is a special name. There is only one place called Agra. Thus, Agra is a proper noun. Another catch here, guys, a proper noun will always be unique, that is, one in the world. Has many fine buildings. Again, buildings is a name of a place. Thus, building is a common noun. Our team is better than theirs. You see, team is a group. It is the name of a group. Thus, team is a collective noun. Is better than theirs. There is no other name in this sentence. So it is first very important to identify a name. To be a noun, the word has to be a name. So first ask yourself the question, is it a name? If it is a name, only then it is a noun. Without health, there is no happiness. Again, health is a condition. We can only think of health. Thus, health is an abstract noun. There is no happiness. Happiness is again a state of being happy. We cannot hear happiness. We cannot see happiness. We cannot smell happiness. We cannot taste happiness. We cannot touch happiness. We can only think of happiness. It is a state. Thus, happiness is an abstract noun. Ali gave his sister a great fright. Ali, once again, is name of a person. It is a special name. Thus, Ali is a proper noun. Sister is again name of a person, but there could be many sisters in the world. Thus, sister is a common noun. Fright. It is the condition of being afraid. We can only think of fright. Once again, we cannot perceive fright using our five senses. You know the rule. We cannot hear, we cannot see, we cannot smell, we cannot taste, we cannot touch fright. Thus, fright is an abstract noun. Ashoka was a great king. Ashoka. It is once again name of a person, but it is a special name. There is only one person with that particular face identity called Ashoka. So Ashoka is a proper noun. Guys, did you notice why am I again and again using the term face identity? Well, friends and viewers, you see, you would ask me the question that there are so many people in this world who have similar names. For example, I'm Swati. There are so many other people in this world who also have the name Swati. Then why am I calling Swati a proper noun? You see, because Swati with this particular face identity is unique. There is no other Swati in this world who looks like this. That is why a person with his particular face identity has a unique name, and hence it's a proper noun. Was a great king. Once again, there are many kings in this world, thus, king is a common noun. The girl showed great courage. Girl is once again name of a person. There are many girls in this world. Thus, girl is a common noun. Courage is again a name of a thing that we can only think of. We once again, the same rule, cannot hear courage, cannot see, cannot smell, cannot taste, cannot touch. We can only think of courage. Thus, courage is an abstract noun. Now, I leave these remaining four sentences to you for as a small test, or you can think as a small assignment to check yourselves. You need to find the nouns in these four sentences and tell me what is their type. That is, you need to identify which type of noun are they. And please, guys, give me the answer in the comment section. So, you know the rule. Just identify the nouns, identify their types, and give your answers in the comment section. So today we completed our lesson on the first part of speech, that is noun. In my next edit on grammar, I shall be beginning the next part of speech. In this way, in all my videos on grammar, one by one, I shall be completing each part of speech in order to strengthen your concepts of English. Because to learn English, it is very important to learn the rules of English. That is what we call grammar, right? So wait for my next edit on grammar. Till then, you know what you're supposed to do. Subscribe my channel, like, comment and share. Do not forget to give the answers in the comment section. And yes, kindly show the videos to your kids or to whoever wants to learn these concepts, as it will aid them in their regular school syllabus. Bye bye. Stay tuned. Remember, daily dose, better prose.